Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about Nick. Nick was an extraordinary man and a profoundly talented labor leader who never stopped striving to make life better for his colleagues. He was an outspoken advocate for his union as well as for the fundamental principles of justice and equity in which he so firmly believed. He was a true Renaissance man, a person knowledgeable in multiple disciplines, skilled in many activities, and he had a broad base of knowledge. He learned much, studied much, and mastered numerous subjects as evidenced by his numerous awards. He was the go-to man for his colleagues and his friends on most any subject. He attended Glasgow State College, Rowan University, earning a BA in secondary education and history, and then he went on to earn graduate degrees in library science, information science, and labor history. He was the only person at Glasgow State College / Rowan University to be elected as both the University Senate President from 1987 to 1990 and AFT President from 1993 to 1999. He served as University Senator for 25 years. He was involved with the AFT on our campus in various activities since its inception. He chaired numerous Senate committees and also served in many local union roles before moving on to become council president in 1997. Because of that role, he was elected to serve on National AFT Higher Education Public Policy Council, helping to shape the national agenda for AFT. Nick became active in the labor movement a few years after he began working at Glasgow State College in 1969. Sorry about that, 1969. In 1971, he was elected secretary to the Glasgow State College Education Association, and then played an active role in the certification of the AFT as the new bargaining agent there. In 1973, once the protracted certification battle at the newly formed Public Employee Relations Commission ended in the formation of the Council of New Jersey State College Locals, AFT, AFL-CIO, Nick became a council delegate. At that time, council had a mere 417 members and 8 locals. Nick became a widely respected voice both within and outside the New Jersey labor movement and was recognized for his ability to build bridges between the diverse communities that impacted the future of higher education of New Jersey. The New Jersey AFL-CIO issued a statement on Nick's passing saying, "Well, this came as a shock to all of us. We can take solace in the fact that Nick made a positive difference in the lives of many and leaves a legacy of strength and wisdom to guide his union into the future. He was a fine man, a gentleman, a dedicated trained unionist, and he will be missed." When Nick was elected council president in 1997, he had 2 immediate goals: to build on the council's reputation as an advocate for affordable and quality higher education in New Jersey, and to secure the first contract for the newly organized adjunct faculty unit. Nick spearheaded lobbying efforts that saw the restoration of salary transfer funds and additional funding for the base budgets of the state colleges and universities. Furthermore, Nick, the former senior staff representative Tom Worth, assisted the council's negotiating team in an extremely hard bargaining environment to win a contract that established employee rights and a salary settlement that succeeded in making up for the many years during which the adjunct faculty went without any pay raises. Tom Worth captured Nick's legacy to the council by saying, "The death of Nick Yovnello is a profound loss for all of us personally, and for the council as an organization. He was its institutional memory. With incredible patience, he listened, cajoled, and responded to dissident views within the organization while effectively presenting a strong and determined position to the state, the legislature, and the public. He astutely navigated Trenton's political shoals. His integrity was unquestioned. Nick exemplified the very best in labor union leadership, and his example will surely inspire those he left behind." Nick also worked closely with Council Executive Director Steve Young on the numerous and complex matters that arose during his last 9 years serving in council. They worked together during contract negotiations and on important legislative issues facing the council, as well as all public employees. Working so closely together, they became lasting friends, with Steve being someone Nick could decompress with from the stress of union concerns constantly being addressed. Steve has stated, "Nick was one of the kindest and most honest persons I've ever known. He cared deeply about the members he represented. He became a good friend of mine and ranks as one of the best labor leaders I have known. It has been a privilege to work over the decades with him. He will sorely be missed." Nick represented the council at AFT National. He served as a committee member on the Higher Education Program and Policy Council, otherwise known as the PPC. AFT National President Randy Weingarten commented that Nick's passion was great, his vision was clear, and his commitment was steadfast. His life work stands as a testament to his dedication as an educator and a union member. Nick had received numerous service awards over the years, but he was humbly taken by surprise when in 2005, at its annual awards dinner, New Jersey Citizen Action honored him for his unyielding efforts on behalf of workers and his dedication to a quality higher education in New Jersey. While most people are familiar with his union roles, Nick also had interests outside higher education. He volunteered for the New Jersey Council on Adult Literacy and was one of the founders of the Linden Wall Public Library. He chaired the Elk Township Planning and Zoning Board and served as a Gloucester County Democratic Committeeman. These roles gave Nick the opportunity to cultivate political relationships that at times benefited Council's legislative agendas. On hearing of Nick's death, Senate President Steve Sweeney said, "Nick was a true gentleman and a friend. Even when we disagreed, it was always on friendly and amicable terms. New Jersey has lost a great one. He will be sorely missed." His hobbies were a reverse reflection of his taste. He was a philatelist, a study and collector of stamps, a numismatist, a studier and collector of coins, and he had an enviable baseball card collection. He earned Life Master points in contract bridge, having finished the top of the board in his last match on that July 4th. He loved poker, with Texas Hold'em being one of his favorites, and he enjoyed gambling, especially craps. He was an avid trekker, the more serious fan, with a collection of Star Trek memorabilia to match. He kept his collection in the library, and some of it in his council office. Side by side with his science fiction memorabilia were his M&M collections, mostly candy dispensers and a few coin banks. These cute items covered his credenzas in both his council and library offices. He kept them filled with candy, encouraging visitors to pull the handle or the foot or the whatever to get some M&Ms. His guilty pleasures were watching American Idol, where he often predicted the winners on day one, and mixed martial arts cage fight. One of the newer shows he had just enjoyed watching was Warehouse 13. He drank Remy Martin cognac and Diet Coke separately. His favorite cake was chocolate with, his favorite cake was orange with chocolate icing, right? Got that right, okay? Which Linda baked for him every year on his birthday. He loved his family, his parrot apples, and had recently fallen for Peaches, Len's then new Labrador Retriever puppy. He loved the library and considered himself first and foremost a librarian. He was assistant director professor in the Campbell Library at the time of his passing. He liked being in his office surrounded by some of his favorite things. He felt contented there. Kevin McGovern, Council's outside counsel, said it best. He said, "Nick was a big man with a big heart, but his gentle nature never stopped him from raising his voice in defense of the working class. At the bargaining table, Nick was the one to whom we all turned when it came to articulate our hopes, our fears, our wants, and our needs, and he never disappointed. It was that voice, railing against inequity one moment, booming in laughter the next, that will be most sorely missed. We are better for having known him, and we will continue to be guided by his example. It now falls to us to honor his memory by guiding his life's work as best we are able. The establishment of the annual AFT Nick Yovnello Social Justice Scholarship Award will help us honor his memory by tangibly assisting student labor leaders." Thank you.